I'm recording a one-size-fits-all legal disclaimer for the beginning of every episode that I upload. The views and the opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any agency, organization, employer, or company that they are affiliated with. Examples of analysis performed within this podcast are only anecdotal examples. They should not be utilized in any real-world analytics as they are based on anecdotal information. That is all.
All right, so, uh, hi, I'm Robert Cross, and this is Cross Theory, the podcast where we look at this book, The Dictionary of Theories, 5,000 theories, perhaps 5,000 episodes. We'll see how it goes. And this is a very, very super ultra mega special episode. It's the eighth one. 8 is the number of my month of birth, August. And I thought, why not ask my uncle, the prestigious, amazing Randy Cross, to be on my podcast. Would you like to introduce yourself before?
Well, I'm Randy Cross. I'm Robert's uncle, and proud of it.
Yeah, thank you.
And I've dabbled in football here and there,
A little bit.
but yeah, no, it's been a good life. I am currently 71. I'll be 72 in April.
That's crazy.
It is definitely crazy, and if asked probably 20 years ago, I'd have taken the under.
Yeah, really? You think so? Yeah, you think so? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We have before I start going into everything, we have a pretty our family is pretty, we live a long time, like a lot of us, you know what I mean? Like Mamay was what? She was like 92, 93, something like that.
92, 93,
Yeah. That's a long time, man. So it's in our genes, and I'm sure I'm sure you'll get there.
It's in there somewhere.
It's in there somewhere. It's in there somewhere. Exactly. All right. So, and I'm Robert Cross, obviously the host. I have a master's degree in creative writing, a master's degree in education, and I'm working on my doctorate in education right now. That doesn't mean anything because the theories we go over don't have to do with those things most of the time, especially this one today that me and my uncle are going to be looking at. Just like I said, vaguely, it doesn't matter whether we talk about this or not, but it's called the ability to pay principle. It's from economics. So,
okay.
Yes, taxation should be levied according to an individual's ability to pay. That is, the more prosperous will meet a proportionately higher percentage of the national tax demand. So, what do you think when you hear that?
I think it's a not a bad theory.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a good theory, right? Yeah. Is it in practice ever? No, probably not. Yeah.
No, it's probably not in theory very often because those that get the most spend a lot of time and hire some very expensive people to work for them that make sure they don't pay.
That's right. Yeah.
Taxes specifically.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's and I think it's something that's in our society currently is out of control.
No, it is. Yeah.
Property. Well, heck, you live in California. You know all about property taxes.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and it's just as bad out here. It's really getting out of control.
Yeah. Well, I heard that specifically Atlanta is becoming like the new Hollywood. That's what they were boasting about. I don't know whether or not that's changed or whatever. And I see a lot of Georgia. The Peach or whatever at the end of all these movies. And I'm assuming they're not taxing them as badly as they tax, obviously, the Los Angeles crews out here because I just started doing acting recently. I was trying to follow in the footsteps of Pepe a little bit. And a lot of the people that I work with are all like, it's all indie films because any big budget movie, they have to film in Georgia or they have to film in another country like London, like England and all that. So I don't know. I mean, it was a lot different when Pepe was, acting, obviously.
Yeah. Well, when we moved to New York,
yeah.
when your mom, I think your mom was right around 1.
Yeah.
When we moved to New York. And hell, I wasn't even born
You weren't
yet.
even born yet. Yeah. You were born in New York, right? Yeah,
I was born in New York in
yeah,
54.
Yeah.
And my dad, Pape was there because the TV business was basically in New York.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of it, and obviously it was all in black and white back then.
Yeah.
Besides Broadway and whatnot. But one of the reasons we moved back in 58 or so was the business had come back to LA.
Oh, did it really? Oh, okay.
TV and the movies had never really left, but
no,
TV,
they were always there. Yeah.
TV was coming back.
Yeah.
And that was an interesting sort of phenomenon. But now this has happened, and it really happened. There's a studio in England called Pinewood.
Yeah, Pinewood. Yeah.
And Pinewood got famous because of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And all those movies, and that more and more people started using Pinewood. It was out of LA, and there were some advantages to it, obviously.
Yeah.
And actually, Atlanta now has had gigantic facilities built.
Yeah. Have you been to any of those?
Yeah.
Oh, have you really? Yeah.
They are big sound stages. I mean, they've gone. What's his name? Perry.
Oh, Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's got a monstrous place.
Does he? Oh, wow.
Down here, yeah. That's and cool. It's to the advantage. The state gives them breaks.
Yeah.
And all it really means is you have a chance to occasionally walk around downtown or near Midtown, go out to a restaurant and run into some of the actors.
Yeah. Somebody other than Randy Cross, right? And that's because you could run into Randy Cross anytime in Georgia.
That's right. It's not that big a deal.
No, it's funny. I was going to mention this while I was talking to you. My wife's uncle Ron, he's like a huge Niners fan, and I didn't say anything, and then my wife was like, oh, you know who Robert's uncle is, right? And she's like, his uncle's Randy Cross, and then Ron goes, 3-time Super Bowl champion Randy Cross. He was like, he just loves you and he loves the 49ers. But it was pretty funny. Yeah.
We all had it. Then we all had a good day on Sunday.
That's it. When they won. Yeah. Now, do you think they got a shot at doing the Super Bowl this year? I mean,
they got to play Seattle again.
Yeah.
And they just got their butts wore out pretty bad.
Yeah.
In that last game, they were playing for the one seed.
Yeah.
But if anybody can do it, it's Shanahan and his coaching staff. They've done as good a coaching job as any team I've seen in the last 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
With all the losses and everything, all the people they've lost and the game starts, everything else they've lost. It's been very remarkable.
Yeah. No, I hope that, I hope that they obviously, beat the Seahawks. I work with a guy at my other job, and he's a huge Seahawks fan, and so he walked in, I think it was on Sunday, and he was just like, yeah, we're getting ready to take on the Niners again, and he's like, they're going down, he's saying all this stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever, you know how it is, were the Seahawks a big deal back when you were playing, or were they not?
My rookie year actually was their first year.
Was that their first year? Oh, okay.
76.
Yeah.
And they had the Seattle Mariners were playing. They had built an indoor stadium in Seattle for the Mariners that they were going to also play in.
Oh, wow.
And my first preseason game, my rookie year, was in that stadium.
Oh, wow.
And they would go on to significantly sort of retrofit it because it had if you can imagine, it was a circular stadium, and it was made out of concrete.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, and there were no sound tiles.
Yeah. So it was very loud and
oh my God. You could clap at the 50-yard line. It would reverberate which when you're there the day before the game and that
Yeah.
happens, you go, "Oh, this is not going to be good."
Oh no.
Because
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the crowd gets in there, it was crazy. But yeah,
Oh, I bet.
they've got a very rabid, very
Oh
rabid
yeah,
fan.
big rabid fan base. Yeah, no, and then were Mame and Pepe there at the first game you did?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
they weren't. But they came every home game I ever played.
Yeah,
They drove up from
they were
LA.
there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were there. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I didn't obviously, I didn't know whether we were going to delve into family stuff at all. I'm sure we were because you're my uncle, whatever. But I didn't really know Pepe that well, obviously because he passed when I was what 6, something like that. It was
Yeah,
91. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I always wanted to like hear stories about him because my mom said, she told me stories and stuff. She told me about what's it called? Him taking her to in New York, taking her to the Howdy Doody show. I guess
yeah.
Howdy Doody was yeah, yeah, yeah. So she told me about that and and about stuff with his acting and when we got to see the family movies and all that stuff. But what's like a really like solid vivid memory that you have of Pepe like that you could tell me here?
Um, I think a lot of it was revolved around sports.
Yeah.
He coached my baseball teams
Oh
when I
yeah.
was, starting when I didn't start playing baseball till I was about 10.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
never really had the urge. 9 or 10.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we were living in a place called Pacoima
Oh
in,
wow.
in the San Fernando Valley.
Okay. So it's
Uh,
before Tarzana and all that?
before
Yeah,
Tarzana.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But that I remember. Always knew he was an actor.
yeah, yeah,
Always,
yeah.
we'd see him on TV and
Hmm.
all that. And, we always, every night, one of our traditions in the family was we always had a family dinner.
Yeah,
So we were together and we sat at the table and had dinner
yeah,
every single night.
yeah,
And dad had come home and some nights he'd say, "Hey, I got a part just heard from my agent.
yeah. Nice.
I'm going to be in, Big Valley, or
Yeah,
I'm going to be
yeah,
in Rifleman, or
yeah,
I'm going to be,"
yeah,
because though he looked like he was Native American,
yeah. Yeah,
he wasn't.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
But
we found that out. Yeah,
he was always cast as either a bad guy
yeah, yeah, yeah,
or an Indian.
yeah, yeah,
And so our first question came to be, because it became obvious very fast that he was a bad guy, and
yeah.
in TV, bad guys get
They
killed
get killed.
in
Yeah,
TV
yeah,
shows.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was our first question, and always it was somebody would ask it.
yeah,
He'd
yeah,
go,
yeah.
"Yep, I've just got to, And actually, one time he said, "I'm going to be in Get Smart,"
Yeah, 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 I saw that.
and I
Yeah,
remember saying, "Well, you can't die in that
yeah,
one," and he looks at me and
yeah.
goes, "Aha."
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's right.
But yeah, that's a lot of my memories. I mean,
Yeah,
there's some different ones.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
With 7 kids and
No,
everything
of course.
else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, how
You know,
could you? I barely. I mean, I have my stepson, and I'm just like, I mean, that takes all my energy and my time. I couldn't imagine having 7 of them. I'd
7 of
probably,
them.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
with the acting and everything else.
May was a saint.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, when you think back about it, man, it's like taking care of 7 kids, and then and what did she do for work? I can't remember. What was she?
She was, well, for a while, she was a secretary
Yeah,
to the guy that was the main script writer for Star Trek.
that's what I thought that. Yeah, yeah, I
And
thought I
then she
heard that.
was the
Yeah.
personal assistant to a famous Hollywood actress by the name of Rosalind Russell.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then she got a job right about the time I went to UCLA. She got a job running dorms.
Oh, at UCLA? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay, cool.
Not the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
I was in, the one
Yeah,
down the
yeah,
hill
yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit from
Good
me.
for a good reason, right? Or
Yes,
for yeah,
very,
good.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
worked out good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, could you
Um,
imagine? Yeah. My mom's
yeah,
here,
yeah, exactly.
My mom's running the dorm. Yeah. No, how were your days there at UCLA? Like like without like I didn't want to talk about football the whole time, but like
Yeah, no
what like
problem.
outside of football, what was it all like? What were your classes like and things like that?
I majored in political science,
Okay, cool.
because I wanted to, graduate, be an attorney,
Oh,
and possibly go into politics.
no, yeah. Yeah.
And then when I got my job out of college,
Yeah.
making some money,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
quickly found out, well, you could always buy a politician.
That's right. You could. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true. You could. Yeah, yeah. Anytime you
But
want. Yeah.
yeah, UCLA was a lot of fun. It
Yeah.
was crazy. I probably had too much fun.
Nice. That's good.
Um,
Yeah. It was the
I
70s too, right? Yeah.
yeah, there on my resume you will see no masters or doctorates.
Yeah.
Um, I am a big fan of reading,
Yeah,
and I
good.
also like.
What's a book what's your favorite book of all time? Like of all time.
God, I couldn't really. I mean, I've got a bunch of them in
I
here.
know. I asked that to some people and they just go, there's too many to, pick from and all that, whatever.
You
Mine,
know,
yeah.
I probably my favorite book when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
probably I've read it three other times.
Yeah.
Um, was the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Oh man, yeah. My kid, he's doing that. He's reading that now because he wants to. They're making the movie, the Christopher Nolan one, the
Yeah,
Odyssey, and he's super into it, and he's all into the Greek gods and things like that, and so he really likes all that stuff. But yeah, and I've read those a million times. I have so. I mean, it's gonna sound weird. I don't care. It's I have an Iliad next to my bed because I've got kind of a weird obsession with Alexander the Great, and he used to put the Iliad, like the scroll version of it, underneath his pillow when he slept because he said it was the greatest work of he thought it was true. He would kind of envision himself as Achilles whenever he was out on the battlefield, and so I was like, oh man, I have the Iliad somewhere close to me while I sleep. I know it's like whatever, but there's worse people to look up to, I guess, than Alexander the Great, right?
yeah, yeah. I'm a big history buff,
Oh,
so
are you too? Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
one of the subjects I can talk a lot about.
Nice, nice.
I've never really figured out why there hasn't been a huge controversy as to who exactly killed Alexander the
Yeah,
Great.
no, no, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, because they definitely killed. They always say he was like, he died of whatever, not being poisoned. He died of like dysentery or something like
Yeah,
that. But
substance.
yeah, yeah, some sort of weird stuff. But it's like, yeah, of course, he was the most powerful person in the world at that point, and you don't think that they wanted him dead. I mean, they did, and so
Yeah,
yeah, and he was surrounded by a bunch of people that just want they. I mean, look what they did after he died. They split up all of his kingdom, because they were so at odds with each other. So yeah, of course there was, and who's to say who it was, but yeah, I've always loved history, obviously, and I went to Egypt. I don't know if you saw that. I went
did
to
you
Egypt.
really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah. No,
I'm jealous.
you never been there?
I've been to a lot of places in the world. I've been to a lot of places in the Middle East.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, Iraq and Iran
Oh,
and
did you go to Iraq? Oh, what'd you go to
Afghanistan
Iraq
and
for?
Lebanon and Qatar and
Yeah,
Kuwait.
did you go to Iraq for the troops?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome.
they're in
Yeah, yeah,
Afghanistan.
that's awesome.
Um, but I've never made it.
Really?
I mean, because that's the one thing I've always been a nut
Yeah.
for Egypt
Really? Yeah.
and
Oh
their
man.
history, and especially the pyramids and
Oh
all
man, I
that.
should have. I should have called you, man, because like, listen. So that trip was like, I stayed there for 2.5 weeks. It was super. It was dirt cheap because the exchange rate there was amazing, and like, I mean, you name it, I saw it. I spent every day doing something, and I went there with a buddy of mine at the time. I don't really talk to him anymore, but I went there with a buddy of mine, and we just did all these things, and it was just yeah. We went to the pyramids twice. I did it the first right when the plane landed. I told the cab driver, I was like, "Take me to the pyramids!" Like right when we landed, the plane landed, and he
Yeah,
sat there in the parking lot with my luggage, like thank God it didn't get stolen. But I just went into the pyramids and like did the whole. And you pay like $5 or something, and you get to go inside of the pyramids. And so I got to go inside and see the king's chamber and all that. Oh yeah, it was amazing. And it's the only place outside of the United States I've been actually, even though I live right next to Mexico. I've never been to Mexico, but yeah, I would go back in a heartbeat. But obviously there are other places that are historically significant to me that I'd love to go because of Alexander the Great. I mean, I'd love to go to Greece one of these, or Macedonia, one of
yeah.
these days or whatever. But no, you should definitely go to Egypt, especially like, again, the exchange rate right now, I think at the time it was 40 to 1. Now it's 38 to 1. So it's only gone down like two or whatever. But it's real
That'll
nice.
work.
Yeah. Yeah. I think yeah, I think you'd love that. that kind of trip. What's the coolest place you've been though, other than like, the Middle East or whatever? What's a cool place you've been to in the world?
Um, what would be a cool place? Well, I tell you, a very unusual place.
Yeah.
And it is kind of Middle Eastish. Bagram Air Force Base
Oh, wow. Okay.
in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
That place was intense.
Was it intense? Yeah.
Very, very
What?
intense.
So why was it intense though? Was there?
Um, well, for starters, when we landed there, we landed in the middle of the night,
Okay.
and we were in a C-130,
Oh, nice. The big ones. Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
the jet, the jet
Yeah. Yeah.
version.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we landed, and they took us out to the end of the runway, and they wouldn't let us come in. And
Mm.
we're sitting there going, "What's the deal?" It's
Hmm.
because it was still pretty active back in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So we come forward, we get to get out. They send a truck out. The truck comes and gets us, takes us in, takes us to our hut
Yeah.
that they had us staying in. The next morning, I get up and I'm with the attaché that's sort of showing me around. I
Yeah.
wanted to go work out,
Yeah.
so we're walking by to the clamshell that you had to work out in.
Yeah.
And I said, did they ever let you guys know why we couldn't get off the plane right
Yeah.
away last night?
Mhm.
And he goes, oh, hold on. And he backs up 3 steps and he looks down and he points over at the runway. And there was a B-2
A bomber? Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he goes, that's why they wouldn't let you in. I said, well, I'm not going to rat anybody out. He goes, oh, no, there was an ordnance stuck in the bomb
Oh,
and
Jesus.
in the doors. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Oh,
Um, but it was, that was a crazy week. I
That's
spent a
funny.
week there. I ran a 10K
Oh, wow.
on Memorial Day.
Mm.
And it was that place actually still is currently. I don't know if the Chinese are probably running it now,
Yeah,
but
probably. Yeah, probably.
it was the most mined real
Oh,
estate in the world.
no way. Yeah.
So we're getting ready. We're on the starting line. We're getting ready to, we're
Yeah.
stretching and getting ready to, because I'm like, shit, I'm gonna run 10K.
10K. Here we go.
It's
Yeah.
like it didn't sound bad until he said it was 6 miles.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm getting ready to start, and they go, okay, now here's your usual warning. If you've done this before, you've heard this. Blah blah blah. Most mined area in the world. You're gonna see off to the side abandoned jets, abandoned tanks,
Yeah. Yeah.
abandoned half tracks, all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Do not run only on asphalt.
Yeah.
Don't ever run on anything
Other than asphalt.
other
Yeah.
than asphalt. So I'm running like I felt like I was on a rail.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a regular road. I don't want to go either way. I was like, I'm okay. That was pretty. I thought that was fairly interesting.
That
I was
sounds
I went to
yeah.
Moscow in early 90s.
Okay. Did you meet anybody famous in Moscow?
Not
No,
world famous,
yeah, no, world famous.
but,
Yeah.
but they were Russian famous.
They were Russian famous. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
some interesting folks.
Do they have football or anything out there in Russia, or is it just
Surprisingly not.
Yeah.
I mean, because they seem to be a people that would probably
They'd love it. Oh yeah,
they would enjoy the NFL and enjoy college football.
Yeah.
And all that. No, they're like everybody else. It's all it's soccer and it's wrestling and it's track and field and all that.
Yeah, I have so I teach at a high school right now that's pretty connected to like sports. It's called Lincoln High School. It's here in San Diego. And they have you've heard of Lincoln before?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's where I teach English there now. And so a lot of my students, well, actually, I got one student today for the first time he came in, even though the school's been in for a week. He plays football, and so I was talking to him or whatever. But a lot of them are wrestlers. There's a lot of wrestlers like in my class. And did you do wrestling at any point in your?
No, they didn't have it. I went to a small private Catholic school.
Oh, you went to a Catholic school. Oh, I didn't even know that either.
All boys.
How was that? Was that hardcore? Was that no? Yeah.
It wasn't my idea.
No, yeah, yeah. Whose idea was it?
That was my dad. That was
That was
Pape's
Buffet's.
idea. Pape's idea. I had a rather adventurous start to my middle school
Did
days.
you? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
so he decided that I needed a little structure.
Oh,
So
okay. So instead of sending you to like military camp, he sent you to Catholic school,
yeah,
or
exactly.
instead of the general, you're bowing to God. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's no, that's cool. No, but yeah, there's a lot of wrestlers in all my classes, and they talk about how they watch the wrestling in Russia, like they watch it online. And sometimes I'll catch them doing that. Like I'll be going around they're supposed to be doing their work, and I'll walk around and they're sitting there watching these matches and stuff. And sometimes I'll just let it go. I'll be like, yeah, okay, they're trying to find new techniques and things to use and what have you. But yeah, no, it's funny. The Russians, man, they're really good at the wrestling thing, and then they have all the there now. You want to talk about? We were talking about weather earlier. You want to talk about cold, man? The Russians are like famous for that, especially
Oh,
like
yeah.
yeah, yeah, Napoleon, man, he knows all about that. We're talking about history.
Well, one of the most famous wrestlers ever was a guy by the name of Alexander Karelin,
Oh, I never heard of him.
who was a
Yeah,
heavyweight. Who was
was
a
he? Yeah.
mon He was a monster that
Oh
had
wow.
never been beaten.
Oh wow.
And in the Olympics, this American in the
Yeah.
final beats him in the final. First and only time he ever lost.
Oh, what year was this?
Um, what was Atlanta
Atlanta
was
was 96, I think. Was it?
96. I
Yeah, I
think it
think
was 92
or
in Barcelona
92 in
is
Barcelona.
when
Okay.
this happened. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, Atlanta was yeah. Do they still have all the Olympic stuff there at Atlanta? Like all the
Oh,
rings and shit like that?
yeah. Now, that was one of the appeals
Yeah.
that Atlanta had to have those Olympics back then.
Yeah.
Was they really didn't need to build stadiums
No,
or
yeah, yeah,
anything else.
yeah.
They had built a baseball stadium
Yeah. Okay.
that they have since moved out of and gone other places.
Yeah.
But they retrofitted for the Olympics. They
Yeah.
put the whole back stretch of the track
Uh-huh.
and one of the turns they had to build those stands in and do everything.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
that was, I mean, if you ever take the time, look at see a video of the torch lighting ceremony
Yeah, that one's cool. Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
Muhammad
Muhammad
Ali
Ali
and
does
all
the
that.
yeah, yeah,
That's in
yeah.
that sort of retrofit,
Yeah.
non-Olympic stadium, Olympic stadium.
No, that was a cool one. Yeah. No, the I actually just signed up. I think it was last month. I signed up for the lottery to get tickets for the one here in LA because that's happening in 28. And I don't know, did you go to the Olympics in 84 when it was in LA? Or
Yeah,
yeah, did you? Yeah, how was that?
it was very cool, especially
Yeah.
being in LA and being in the Coliseum.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and it was the crazy part was seeing that one in '84, and then seeing the Atlanta
Hmm.
Olympics. Carl Lewis was in both of them.
Oh, was he really? Wow,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
guys in track and field don't last that long.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. Their
But that
knees go
was
out. Yeah.
yeah, that was crazy. That was fun. It
But
was
you did, didn't you do some sort of track and field stuff? I could have sworn I
yeah.
saw something you
I
did
was
like shot put or something like
I
that, right?
shot put. I was
Yeah,
a
that's right.
California state champion
Yeah. With
in the shot put.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart, right? Wasn't that what
Yeah,
is it? That's what it was. Yeah, yeah.
he was third place. There was a guy named Terry Albritton. This is my senior year.
Yeah, yeah.
Jim Neidhart was third.
Uh-huh.
Terry Albritton was second, and
Yeah.
like 3 years later, he set the world record with the 16-pound, the big one.
Oh, wow.
That stood for a really good while.
Long time. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I did that. Just and this is gonna sound funny.
Yeah.
I hated lifting weights.
Did you really? Yeah. Do you still hate it or do you do it now? Do you do
Oh,
it
I
all
do
now?
it now.
Yeah,
I
yeah. You
gotta
have
do
to.
it
You're
now.
71,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't lift my first couple of years in the NFL. I never lifted
Oh,
in college.
really? Wow. Okay.
Never lifted in high school.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you have
so
guys that did you have guys in the NFL that gave you crap about that?
yeah,
Yeah, didn't
yeah.
you?
And I had somebody kind of play a little chin music on me
Oh, really? Yeah.
during a game that
Oh,
made a little point that I might want to start lifting weights.
lifting weights. Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, that was in '77, my second year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, I was. It's funny. The reason I know that isn't because like I looked you up or anything like that. I was actually looking up Jim Neidhart, and because I was watching some wrestling thing, and I was like, oh, I wonder what he's up to, whatever. And then I saw there it was like he was in shot put thing, and then it had your name on it. It was like Randy against Randy Cross, and I was like, it can't be the same Randy. And I clicked it. It was you. I was like, holy shit! I was like, my uncle, man. All these new things I learn about him every day. Yeah, it's like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. No, what? So I was thinking about earlier when I was going to talk to you. Like one of the questions I was going to ask was going to be about like how it felt in your career, like at the peak of it, I guess, and like what that, like kind of, if you can remember, I'm sure you can, like what feelings you had like about everything around you, like what you'd been given at that point, all that kind of stuff. Because obviously I haven't gotten to that pinnacle ever in my life,
Yeah.
and I just want to hear from somebody who has been to the top of the mountain as far as like athleticism goes, what that feels like to be at that peak.
Well, I'd have felt a lot better if they paid us then like they do
Yeah,
now. That's for
yeah, bro.
sure.
Yeah, bro. No,
Unbelievable.
I know. Yeah,
Um, just very satisfying.
yeah. Was
I
it?
think
Yeah.
is the best way to describe it.
Hmm.
Because in order to be good at something, especially something like that,
Yeah.
you've got to work your butt
Oh
off.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And I
Constant.
mean, and it includes that time, that the hours you put in when nobody's looking
Yeah.
are the most important ones you can put in doing anything. I don't
Yeah.
care if you're playing football or baseball or
Yeah.
riding or anything.
Yeah.
Um, there's a hell of a lot of
Yeah.
work that goes into it.
Yeah.
Um, so it's to be successful. I think I was always appreciative
Hmm.
because earlier in my career
Yeah.
we had been bad.
Yeah. Were you? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we won um, 9 games my rookie year.
Yeah. Yeah.
My second year we won 5.
Oh geez. Yeah.
My third year we won 2.
Okay.
My fourth year we won 2.
Yeah.
My fifth year we won 6.
Yeah.
And then the next year in '81 we
Yeah.
won 60. We were 16-3.
Yeah. Nice.
Um,
Yeah.
so that I think that was always something I never lost track of, both
Yeah.
during my playing days and after I retired. And
Yeah.
I've always kind of been around football because of TV.
Yeah.
Um,
And who is the so before you started playing professionally, who was like the guy you looked up to, like, or the player that you looked up to before you even got into it?
oh, probably Merlin Olsen.
Merlin Olsen. What team was he on?
He was on the LA Rams.
He was on the Rams. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
on
yeah.
the LA Rams.
Mm-hmm.
And he was also he was a very successful actor.
Oh, was he? I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
And he was also a very successful businessman. He had
Oh,
multiple car dealerships and everything
nice.
else, and he'd done really, really well.
Yeah.
And he was very well spoken. He went on to do sort of what I do
Yeah, the
as
commentating
an
stuff.
analyst in
Yeah.
TV for a long
Nice.
time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a great guy, and a guy that, in fact, my senior year when I got all CIF,
Mm-hmm.
um, the Pro Bowl back then was in the Coliseum.
Oh, in LA? Yeah.
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 So before the game started, they gave us our all CIF awards, and he was
Uh-huh.
one of the guys that handed them out.
Oh man.
And which was very cool
That
for
must have
me.
been cool. Oh yeah.
But 4 years later, my freshman year, my rookie year, I should say,
Oh.
we played them on Monday Night Football, and I was a captain.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
embarrassed him at the 50
Oh,
yard
did you?
line.
Oh man.
I didn't mean to,
Yeah, yeah,
but I was like a fanboy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like Captain Cross, Captain Reynolds, Captain Harris, hey, Captain Elmendorf,
yeah,
Captain Olson. I shook his hand and said, really nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
And he just looked at me and said, shit, I'm getting old. Uh,
Yeah.
but, and then fast forward 14 years later, my first year out of the game, or my
Yeah.
last year in the game, 13 years,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, we're playing in the opening game in England.
Oh,
And Dick Enberg, who I later worked with
yeah.
in TV,
Uh-huh.
was he and Merlin were doing that game.
Oh, wow.
And he sat down next to me after practice
Uh-huh.
and he said, I just wanted to say hi because you're the last player still in the league for when I was in the league.
When I was in the league, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're my the last vestige
Beacon.
of
Yeah.
communication and touch that I have with being an active player.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
it.
play as long as you
Yeah,
can.
keep going.
So we're talking and just smiling. And he gets up and walks away, and this rookie lineman
Mhm.
comes and sits back down next to me. And he's just sitting there. He looks at me, he looks over at Merlin walking away and goes, how cool is that? And I said, yeah, he was a hell of a player. I played
Yeah.
against him my rookie year. And he looked at me and he goes, Father Murphy played football? There was a TV series called Father
Oh, and
Murphy
he was
that
the
he was in.
yeah
That it was a spin-off of Little House on the
on the
Prairie
prairie.
and all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But anyway, he goes, Father Murphy played football, and I was
yeah.
like, God. So I'm the one at that point going, damn, I'm
Damn,
old.
I'm getting old. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm getting old. Has there been a player or after you stop playing, has there ever been a player that's like gone to you and said that you were like a huge inspiration for them?
On occasion, when I was doing, I did NFL for 20 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I do college now, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I'd have that on occasion.
That's
Some of the
awesome.
players, it's usually
Mhm.
you were my dad or my mom's favorite player.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, that was usually,
Not
I
not
was,
not they kept rewinding and playing back that Miller commercial that you were in.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
We watched it constantly in our household. That was the that
But
was
yeah,
pretty
no,
funny.
there was not too much of that.
Yeah. Now yeah, it's funny I'm not a huge sports guy, like I should be because, who I'm related to. But I've never been. But I recently got into baseball a little bit. I've been watching the Padres, trying to, since I'm in San Diego, trying to do that. Did you have a favorite baseball team when you were growing up?
Still do.
Yeah.
LA Dodgers, LA
You
Dodgers.
still love the Dodgers? Huh? You like the
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
love
the
them.
rivals of the Padres, by the way.
I
No,
love
that's,
them. Well, I was born in Brooklyn, New
yeah,
York, so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
their
That's the
original home.
Dodgers. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then about the same time they moved to LA, we moved to
That's when
LA.
you moved. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
the first baseball game Pape ever took me to
Yeah, yeah.
was the White Sox and the Dodgers in the World Series in 1959.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
1959.
was 5 years old.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, I can barely remember, but I
Yeah.
still remember like
In
little
pieces.
glimpses,
Yeah, yeah,
little
yeah.
pieces of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I spent a lot of time going to Dodger Stadium, and
That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, no, we I went to a Dodgers game, or I went to a lot of Dodgers games, but I remember one in particular. I was walking like in the back of the concourse and all that stuff, and there was a guy like all the way back row, and he's smoking a big stogie, and he's listening to the game on like a radio, and he's got a newspaper in his lap, and I was like. I remember looking at, I was a kid. I was probably around that age, like 5, 6 years old. And I remember looking at him and going like, wow, that's so cool. Like I was like, and then now it's like you can't do any of that shit at a baseball park. You can't
yeah.
smoke a stogie, you can't listen to a radio, you can't do any of those things. But
No, nobody holds a
no,
transistor
they don't.
radio to their ear anymore.
Yeah, they all have
They wear a
phones now.
headset.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, yeah. That's funny, man. But no, yeah, no, the Dodgers, yeah, I mean they win. That's the one, that's their one advantage, I guess, at this point. Um, but my obviously my wife is who got me into the Padres, and she man, she's whenever we drive by LA, because we go and visit people outside of LA, or we'll go to Universal Studios sometimes. And
yeah.
whenever we drive through LA or out of LA, my stepson's always like, Dodgers suck, he'll say it out of the window or whatever. It's like, what can you do?
That's a good Padre fan.
That's it. Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, that's it. Dodgers suck. Um, what was I gonna say? No, how about in LA? Like uh, what's it called? The earthquakes, like all that stuff. Do you have any earthquake memories when you were living in LA or in San Francisco? I'm sure you have a few, right?
Well, the one big one during the
Yeah,
World Series in
yeah.
'89.
And there
I
wasn't any football going on then.
That it was the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, there was. It was actually the game was getting ready to start when that
Yeah,
earthquake hit. That earthquake hit.
yeah.
We had a big one. I want to say in '72, my senior year in high school,
Okay.
a big San Fernando Valley quake.
Yeah,
Um, just grew up with them. And
yeah,
people, because I live outside of Atlanta now,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
talk about earthquakes out here, and they look at you like
Yeah. What do
you
you?
must be out of your mind.
Yeah.
That would be the
They
most
don't have them there?
horrifying.
I thought
No, no,
oh, okay. I thought the fracking
no,
or whatever. I thought that caused or something. I don't know.
no. But
Yeah.
the closest thing would be the New Madrid
Yeah, that thing. Yeah,
fault,
the New
where
Madrid. Yeah,
they had the
yeah,
big one,
yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's what they're
which
saying.
is
Yeah. Who
right
knows?
there in that Missouri,
Yeah, that's where it is.
kind
Yeah,
of
yeah. Over
Arkansas
there.
area. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It's but when I moved down here, I came to realize that earthquakes were not the scariest thing
What's the
to deal
scariest
with.
thing?
I'm going to side on the side of tornadoes.
Oh, do you have them a lot there in Georgia? Is
Yeah,
that
they come through.
Oh wow, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow, I thought they were
yeah.
only in like the Tennessee and all that area over there, or like Kansas,
Tornado Alley.
Tornado Alley, yeah, all that
Yeah.
place, what I mean?
No, we get them down here. We
Oh
get
wow,
them
man.
down
Yeah, no, I'm actually, I could tell you, honestly, I'm scared absolutely shitless of being around a tornado for sure. I've seen dust devils and I've gotten freaked out, so I couldn't imagine a tornado. My heart would probably stop. But no, as far as earthquakes are concerned, we went through the Northridge one when we lived there with my mom, and I
here.
remember that was pretty hardcore. And I remember Mamay, she lived in Santa Monica at the time, I think, when that happened, and she had to move to Florida or whatever afterwards. I can't remember the whole story, but
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it was. I remember that earthquake being. We couldn't even stand up. We had a bird. We had a parrot named Axel Flynn. It was my mom, she was like, "What do you want to name the bird? We bought it, And I was like, Bruce Wayne. That's what I said because I was in a Batman at the time. And she goes, "No,
yeah.
we're not naming the goddamn bird Bruce Wayne." And then I was like, "Okay, well, what should we name it?" And my mom goes, "I'll tell you what. You three, me and my brothers." She goes, "You come up with one part of the name, and I'll come up with the other part of the name." And we were like, "Okay." So then we were like Axl Rose, because we love Guns N' Roses. And then my mom was like Errol Flynn because she loved Errol Flynn and the actor and everything.
Oh
And
yeah.
so we named him Axel Flynn. That was the name of the parrot. And but he went ape shit one morning. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, and he's just brr, 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 it woke everybody up. And we get up, we're like, "What's going on?" And we stood up and went over to the living room. And all of a sudden, like right before it goes off, like you could not stand up. It was like you were down on the ground. It was shaking so violently, and I couldn't imagine what Mamay was going through since she was in that high rise, man. It was because it
Oh
was
yeah.
shaking hardcore on the ground. I couldn't, up in the high rise, especially with all the. Didn't she have like mirrors and stuff all over her?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and they actually had to like retrofit that whole
retrofit the whole
building.
place.
She was
Yeah,
out of the
yeah,
building, out of there for a while.
yeah,
But yeah, that was. I remember the big one that hit when I think it was high school.
yeah, yeah.
Um, we lived fairly close to the freeway,
Oh, did you?
the
Yeah,
Ventura Freeway
yeah,
in
yeah,
Tarzana there,
yeah.
and always slept with the window open.
Okay.
And I remember waking up and sitting up in bed, just saying, "There's no birds."
Oh, really? Wow.
I mean, you couldn't hear anything. All you could hear was cars on the
They
freeway.
all took off. Yeah,
And, 10 seconds after you notice that, it's like,
yeah,
"Bam!"
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and it hit. But yeah,
yeah,
that's an interesting subject too, from a
yeah,
standpoint, like historically.
yeah, yeah.
If you go back to great societies
Hmm.
between earthquakes and volcanoes,
Oh yeah, they all get
I,
taken out. Yeah.
I've been obsessed with volcanoes since I was a little kid.
Oh, have you really?
It's
Yeah.
got to be, yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
just I've been waiting now since about 1955, 55, 56
Yeah. Yellowstone.
Yellowstone to take us
Yeah.
all out.
Yeah. So actually, I wrote and got published a story about the Yellowstone volcano going off, but you see, it goes off in 1985. So the Yellowstone volcano goes off, and then all the technology ceases after that. So everybody's using green screen computers still, and all that kind of stuff in the story. And I remember I think I was in my MFA program at the time, and I gave it to people to read, and they workshopped it, and they told me, they're like, this is so implausible. Like, why would whatever? And I was like, it's not implausible at all. One day that volcano is gonna go off. Like they all think it's like never gonna happen. They're like, oh yeah, it's never gonna. It might. I mean, yeah, it might be from now until like the next 1,000 to 2,000 years, whatever it is that it's they're waiting for it to go off. But no, it's yeah, it's an interesting subject, volcanoes, and people have said that volcanoes might have been what took out the dinosaurs, like all that stuff. Which, yeah, that would be interesting.
Besides the asteroid.
Yeah, besides the gigantic asteroid, that.
Yeah, well, that's an interview. Have you ever listened to a guy named Randall Carlson?
No, I'd never even heard of him. Yeah,
you ought to check him out. He's an interesting guy, and he's got. There's a theory out there. It's called the Younger Dryas theory.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of that. Is that something he did, or is it?
Yeah, he's been one of the main guys, originators of that whole theory.
Do you know Do you know Graham Hancock?
Yeah, Graham Hancock.
Yeah, Graham Hancock. Yeah.
But their whole idea is based on comets and not so much comets and asteroids, but the whole fact that there was a trail. You remember what was the name of it? The asteroid or the comet that broke apart and hit Jupiter.
Oh yeah. I can't remember.
I don't remember. This is like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
And it hit like 30 different spots.
Yeah. It was a straight line or whatever.
Would have wiped out, the world if that had happened.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But that's basically the Younger Dryas idea, was that it was started somewhere around Northern Europe, that was all under about a mile of ice anyway at that point.
Yeah.
It was during the Ice Age. Little Ice Age. Went across Northern Europe, went across the northern North America, up into Canada that way. And then it was just a series, and that's what caused the flooding. That's what
wow. Like the Noah's Ark flood and all that stuff, or
basically that's the thought, that when that happened, it flooded out, because the Mediterranean used to be not empty, but pretty damn close to it. It wasn't always an ocean.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But yeah, that whole thing. But I digress. It's kind of out of left field. But
no, that's cool.
I enjoy stuff like that.
Yeah, Graham Hancock is he's somebody I watch all the time, because I'm really big into that ancient alien stuff. Sometimes I'll watch that. And
guilty as charged.
Yeah. No, it's a great show.
Must be a family thing.
Yeah, it has to be. It's a cross thing. Yeah, we're all into crazy, kooky things like that. Not that they're crazy and kooky, really. I mean, they could be. They're plausible. Like, these are plausible things.
10 years ago, they were crazy.
They were. Yeah. Now then, that's the thing about conspiracy theories, right? Is that it's a conspiracy theory until something ends up being true about the thing. That's all. Like JFK.
Haven't we all found out about those?
Oh yeah, no, especially nowadays. No, for sure, especially nowadays. How about what are you doing these days? Like, what do you like commentating stuff is still going on?
Yeah, I still do college stuff.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of off now, but I'll get back at it around the draft in April.
Okay.
And then come July or so, late July, early August, I do a Tuesday night show in New York.
Yeah.
So I fly up on Monday, do the show on Tuesday, fly back Wednesday, and then I do games. So I'll either be somewhere in the Mountain West, which is now going to be the Pac-12 again, in college football.
Yeah.
Or I'm at a home game for the Naval Academy or something.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my schedule. That's I work crazy. I'm home Wednesday nights and Sunday nights during football season.
How does Aunt Patrice like that? Is she happy about
Not
that?
very much,
No.
but
Yeah.
she's become fairly conditioned.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, yeah, it has to be, right? When did you guys meet? How did that all
We
start?
met in '77.
Did you? Okay, so you had been in the NFL already at that point? Yeah.
I've been in there 1 year because
Okay.
I didn't stay up my rookie year.
Uh-huh.
As soon as the season's over, I went back,
Yeah.
enrolled in school,
Yeah.
and started enjoying
Mhm.
LA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. And did she go to UCLA or was that
No,
no, no,
no.
no. Okay.
I met her up in Northern California
Oh, did you? Okay.
when I had to be back up, for
Yeah.
camps and all
For
that.
camps. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah, yeah. So you guys been together that long, huh? Like, geez.
yeah,
That's a
49 years
oh,
now.
well, I mean, there it is, right? 49 years at the
There you go.
49er. That should be on the cake, right? Like, or whatever. Um, what else was I going to ask? Oh, so why don't you do the NFL games anymore? Did this just not a thing, or what did they?
That's kind of how that works.
Oh, really?
You
Do they?
you do
Okay.
it until they stop asking you back.
Got it. Okay.
Uh,
I thought maybe it was your decision. I didn't know
no,
whether
it
that.
wasn't my
Oh,
decision.
was it? Okay. All right.
It's
Yeah.
kind of for me. It was kind of good news, bad news.
Was it? Yeah.
The bad news was I wasn't going to be doing any more NFL games, and that was
Yeah.
starting in about 2009
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
10.
Because I'd
But
seen you on TV every so often, like
but they wanted me
throughout
to
your.
they wanted me to do college,
Okay.
so I
And you
said,
were
yeah,
okay with that? Yeah. You were
oh,
like,
yeah,
yeah, whatever.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Why not? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you
So
do you do you, have you ever done a Bruins game? You've done a couple of those.
I have not done a UCLA game.
Oh, you should. That would be cool, right?
I would love to. I would
No.
love to.
Yeah. Well, you heard it here first, everybody.
Yeah,
And then he wants to do
yeah.
a Bruins game. And then the other thing, I guess I don't want to ruffle any feathers or anything, but why the hell aren't you in the NFL Hall of Fame yet? Why aren't you in there yet? Every time they do the new class or whatever, I'm sitting there crossing my fingers, crossing my name. I always say it that you're, on the list, so I
Yeah.
could like congratulate you and everything. Or that what's that guy that comes to the door and does the shaking the hands or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Him. I always want him to like come to your house and knock on the door, and then everybody cries and everything. All your kids and everything. All my cousins like crying and all
Yeah,
that. But
I've got
yeah,
a good friend and teammate that I hope gets in this year.
yeah.
Roger Craig, who
Okay,
was
yeah. I've heard of him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he
I've heard
was
of
our
him.
running back in the day. He was
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
really good.
yeah,
But I really couldn't tell you.
yeah,
Um, I think at times I played two different positions.
yeah.
So I played.
You were center, and
I
then
was a
yeah,
center in my career. I
yeah.
played 4 years at center, and I played 9 years at guard.
Oh, okay.
And I never made well, I was all NFC like second team or so at center,
Mhm.
but at guard I made all my all pros and
Yeah,
pro
yeah,
bowls and everything else was at guard.
yeah, yeah,
um I don't know, I guess part of it was maybe they don't think I played long. I really don't know.
yeah,
i
yeah.
don't i don't burn too many calories worrying about it.
Yeah,
I,
I do. No, that's,
yeah,
I want you to be in the damn Hall of Fame. You're in the
I'm a
college
big
football Hall of
yeah
Fame. Like, I want
i'm
you
a
to be in
big
this one.
I'm a big believer, especially anything sports related.
Yeah,
you know there's, like we talked about earlier, there's a lot of work you got to do.
yeah, yeah. Of course.
And one of the things you can't afford is kind of distractions.
Yeah.
And to me, worrying about things you have absolutely zero control over
Uh-huh.
is kind of toxic.
It is. No, that's true. It is.
So that's kind of my whole thing.
Yeah.
It would be wonderful. I don't think it's ever going to happen,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I think it'll happen. I'm holding out hope for you. And then my other thing was that I play like I said, I'm not a huge sports guy, but occasionally
yeah.
I'll play the Madden the video games. And I never see you on those. And I'm wondering, is that like something too? Is there like some sort of are you on those? What's going on?
Now, those, to their credit, and
Yeah.
you'll have to, if you get one of the old ones out,
Yeah, yeah. You're on
I'm
there?
I'm I'm in there. Yeah,
Okay.
those
Yeah, because
old.
the new ones they have like Ronnie Lott and Joe Montana, obviously. They got everybody on there, but they don't have you. And I'm always like, where the hell's my uncle? Like he should be on this thing,
Yeah,
and then because I remember you did quarterback club. I remember you were on
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
you were doing commentary. Well, because it's a funny story. I was in a game store and I saw I was looking at all the games or whatever, and I see the quarterback club one and it didn't have you weren't like on the front of it or anything. And I pick it up and I'm like, oh, this is a cool looking game. And I turned around and there's you on the back of the thing. And I was like, wow, only I could walk into a video game store, turn a video game on the back, and my uncle is staring at me. No, it's pretty, how was that like experience being in a video game like that?
It was very cool because it
Hmm.
was early in the whole process of
Yeah.
the gaming industry.
No, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
And yeah, we had the voicing process
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
was,
Did you ever talk to John Madden about
oh
any of
yeah,
that stuff? Did you? Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah.
He was
Are you excited for the movie of about him?
I try not to get too excited about many things that Hollywood
Sports,
does
yeah, especially movies. Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
doesn't
No.
involve Star Wars or the
Oh
Avengers
yeah, yeah.
or things they can't screw up.
That's true. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they
Or
screwed some of
they
those
try
up
to. They
actually.
try to. They definitely try to. They definitely try to, and do. No, because I yeah no Nick Cage is playing Madden, and
Yeah,
he looks pretty good, whatever in it, and but no, he's always been an interesting character to me. And then since you both did the commentating thing, I was always like, well, there's that connection between you two. And
yeah,
then I don't know whether or not did you play against any teams that when he was coaching?
yeah. Well, his early Raider teams.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean, his they won the Super Bowl in '77. That was my second year. In
Got
fact,
it.
I was at that game
Oh, were you? Yeah. Oh,
at the
wow.
Rose Bowl. Yeah,
Nice.
against Minnesota.
That's cool. No, that's awesome. Yeah. No, the yeah, that's the isn't that the famous thing that you see of Madden all the time where he's like lifted up on everybody or yeah, there's that. And
Yeah.
then the one that I see of you all the time is the catch, right? The
Oh
famous
yeah,
catch. Yeah, yeah, I'm always like, where is he? Where's my oh, there he is. I always I see you in the background there. That's
yeah.
funny.
No,
Yeah.
it's he was an amazing guy. I mean,
Was he? Yeah.
he changed the TV business
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
unlike
Yeah,
anybody has ever even
yeah,
thought about it. And
yeah,
it was just him being him.
yeah. No, I know.
He had a great personality
Yeah,
and very down to earth,
yeah.
very normal
Well,
kind of guy.
he was so down to earth that I heard he was scared shitless of flying in a plane, and they had to like
That's why he
yeah, he
took
took
the
a
bus.
bus. Yeah, he took a bus everywhere. Yeah, yeah. No, that's I'm scared shitless of flying in planes too. I'm not a big fan of it either. Otherwise, I'd be coming and visiting my uncle in Georgia all the time.
I mean,
Um,
he lived in like San Ramon or Pleasanton,
oh, did he
somewhere over
really?
there in Northern
Oh,
California,
okay, I didn't know
but he
that.
was never home.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
he was
Yeah,
always
yeah.
driving
He's
all over
driving
the
around the
country
bus.
in the
Yeah,
bus.
yeah. That's funny. No, yeah, and then yeah, what else was I going to ask you? Oh yeah, who's the most famous person you've ever met? Ever?
The most famous person I've ever met. But I don't count like actors or athletes.
Oh no, you don't. Okay, so
Not
who do you
really.
count? I mean, I don't know. I
No,
mean,
well,
it's like to me, if you like, have you met Michael Jordan?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that would be like to me, that would be the most famous person you've ever met, or somebody, or somebody. Who's the most famous person that you've met that you were like, you got starstruck like meeting, like you were like, holy shit, I'm meeting this. Other than your NFL guy, like who
Yeah,
else was it?
yeah. I think part of it was due to your mom.
Yeah, yeah,
I always loved the rock and roll guys,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah. Yeah.
musicians.
Oh, she
So,
definitely did. Yeah.
meeting Mick Jagger
Oh,
and
you met Mick Jagger?
yeah,
Oh, dude, get out
yeah,
of here.
meeting him when I got to meet the Eagles
Oh, yeah,
was
yeah,
really
yeah. I
cool.
love the Eagles. Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
just those are the kinds that to
yeah,
me, yeah,
yeah,
I always enjoy. I tell you a guy that I got to meet in about 83, 84, who
yeah,
was very, very half crazy,
Yeah, I mean,
With
we all are.
Rodney
Oh,
Dangerfield.
you met Rodney Dangerfield too? Oh my God, I
I
love
saw
Rodney
him at
Dangerfield.
New Year's Eve at the Circle Star Theater in Redwood City. And afterwards, he invited. There were about 5 or 6 of us there from the Niners, and he
Yeah.
invited us backstage.
Oh man.
So, and he just went crazy in the show.
Oh,
And
dude.
we walk in his dressing room. He's in a like full length
Bathrobe, right?
Chinese silk robe,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was
and
his famous thing, man. Was the
and he
robe.
is amped out of his brain.
Oh man, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
No,
mean
that's great. Yeah. I
he's
get no
he,
respect. That's what he.
yeah,
No
yeah,
respect.
exactly. But that was fun.
That's
Met a lot
great.
of politicians, but
Oh,
I
have
don't
you?
really consider those too famous.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, yes and no. I mean, I don't like to get too political on this show or whatever. I do occasionally, but I don't. Um, but like I have there's a politician here in San Diego named Scott Peters. He's a Democrat, and I
Hmm.
remember I was getting unemployment at the time, and my check stopped. And man, I was so pissed off. I was like, obviously, I've got no money, right? So I call his office, and this woman answers, and then I'm like, I tell her my situation, and then she's like, okay, I'll, run it up the line or whatever. So I'm sitting. I was in college at the time, so I'm sitting there in my class, and I get my phone starts buzzing, and it says Scott Peters, and I'm thinking, oh, it's his office again. So I go outside to take the call, and I answer it, and it was him. And he was like, and he's like, hey, this is Scott Peters. I was like The Office? He goes, no, this is Scott Peters. And I was like, holy crap. And then, so he's like, oh, I heard about your situation. Da, da. He goes, I'll give some of my friends in Sacramento a call and da, da, da. Like 2 days later, I got a check. And I was like, you know what? I'm voting for this guy every time he's on the thing. And I like anytime he's running for anything, I'm like Scott Peters all the time, that guy. So like that's the closest I've been to a politician, really. I mean, like I don't know. But and then for presidents and things like that, I don't really I don't vote for the I
Yeah,
guess the grand majority what they vote for. I
yeah.
vote for how I feel or whatever. And sometimes I wrote in Kermit the Frog a couple times because I love Kermit the Frog,
Well,
you know.
that's one place. You talk about places I've been. I've been in the White House.
Yeah, oh, have you been to the White House? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like all the way through it or just like in the front
Oh,
of
good bit of it.
Oh, really?
Good bit
Yeah.
of it.
Not the underground part? Not...
Almost got tackled by a Secret Service agent.
Oh, did you really?
Well, yeah, we went after we won the Super Bowl, my last game.
Uh-huh.
I was in DC working, and the team flew out,
Okay.
and George Bush
Yeah.
had us in the White House, and we went through the whole thing, gave us a tour.
Oh, wow.
It was really, really fun.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But I'm like, I looked at my watch, and I wasn't flying with the team charter back. I was on my
Yeah.
own flight.
Oh, okay.
My flight was leaving in like an hour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I go down these stairs and I start, and it's on the back side. It's all go downstairs. It's kind of all glass, and you look
Yeah,
down
yeah.
this lawn and bushes
Uh-huh.
and all. I'm long marble hallway. So I come around this corner. I look both ways. I start running, and I get about 10 yards, and this door opens up, and this guy comes out and goes, "Stop. Are you out of your mind? Do you want to get shot?" And I was like, "No, but I'm trying to make my flight." He goes, "Well, walk quickly, but go that way."
Yeah,
He
yeah,
goes,
yeah.
"You don't run through the White
No, you
House."
definitely do not. No, yeah, yeah. They don't know what's going on, right? You
Yeah,
could, yeah, yeah, yeah. Randy Cross could be like a Russian agent. Yeah, he didn't. No.
who knows?
Yeah, who knows? There was a guy. It was funny. I don't know if you saw this comment, but there was a guy who was claiming to be JFK Jr. Like JFK Jr. faked his death, and then he came back, and there was a guy, and he looked eerily similar to you. And there was a comment on one of the videos I watched, and they were like, "Is that all pro Randy Cross?" That's what they said, and I was like, "There's no way
That's
that's
funny.
not him." But it was pretty fun. I was like, "Yeah, you look like JFK Jr." So like, yeah, there you go. You know.
Yeah, if only.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if only I had it. Yeah, if only I had his life, right? I mean, well, other than the whole ending of it. But yeah. Have you ever met RFK Jr.?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, is he cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I went to in the last inauguration. Patrice and I went to a bunch of the lead up
Yeah,
parties
I
and
saw
all
that. Yeah,
that.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw
So
that. Yeah.
we got to meet a lot of the cabinet and those guys, and
Nice.
he was one of the ones we got to meet.
He's cool. Yeah.
He's one of my favorites. His dad
Yeah.
was definitely one of my
Oh yeah,
favorites.
the RFK is like, oh yeah, classic. Like
Yeah,
yeah, if he would have become president, we always, I mean, there's always like the what ifs, but like if RFK Senior would have become president, I feel like things would have been a lot different. You know what I mean? A whole lot different, all over. But as is usually the case, as soon as somebody says, "Oh, we should all get together and love each other," they get shot. That's
yeah, yeah. Plus, he knew where a lot of those bodies were buried.
that's true. Yeah,
And I
he
think
did.
there
Yeah.
were a lot of very powerful people that were very happy that he wasn't president.
That's yeah. Yeah. Do you think where do you think Jimmy Hoffa's buried? Speaking of buried bodies, where do you think Jimmy Hoffa is?
I don't think he is
No? You think
buried.
yeah, you think he
Ah,
just
shit. He was in a vat
Oh, you
somewhere.
think so?
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
he got shredded like a big tree limb.
Yeah. What they used to say he was buried underneath Wrigley Field or something, right? Didn't they or something like that? Or
The famous one for a long time was the old Giant Stadium
hmm
in the
That's the
Meadowlands.
one. Yeah, the Middlelands. Yeah.
They had taken him out and buried him in the swamp, and then later on they'd built a stadium on top of it.
That's right. Yeah. The ghost of Jimmy Hoffa is haunting the Meadowlands. Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah. No, awesome. Well, I think we've covered every single thing. I don't know. What do you, except for the theory, right? The theory about the taxation sucks, right? But it is beneficial to the whole, right? And we should have, you know, I was talking about universal basic income in the last
Yeah,
episode. There are people that can't, that, they don't have and they need, and it sucks that they don't have. And, we, our taxes are what are our taxes are what's supposed to, pay for those things. But a lot of the
yeah.
times that's not what happens, right?
As we've learned fairly recently,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the money doesn't always go to good sources.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It ends up in some different places.
That's right. I have
Yeah,
to,
I mean,
yeah.
it's I don't think twice about taxes that much.
Oh, really? Okay.
Outside of property taxes, which for some reason I've mentioned a couple times, it just
Yeah.
kind of pissed me off that
Oh, that's
I
a
got to
pain.
pay the government for something I
That
allegedly
I own
own.
it. Yeah, yeah,
This I'm saying don't understand that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But every time somebody hits a big lottery,
yeah.
I'm reminded of taxes
Oh, yeah. Oh,
because
yeah.
there'll be an anchor that'll say, "Well, this the lottery jackpot this year or this month
Yeah,
is at $1 billion,
yeah.
and if you win $1 billion, you can take home $485 million." And I would just sit there and I go, "Wait a minute." He said that with a straight face.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
they're
That's
going to tax that much?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
it's bad with I don't know if I don't know if you've ever done anything with cryptocurrency, but I dabbled in it a little bit, and yeah, it's the same with like crypto, where it's like if you take out a certain amount or whatever, and you're in a certain tax bracket, you have to give like an ungodly amount of it, back in taxes. And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
why did I invest? You know what I mean? Like I should have just, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's, but yeah, but taxes are, like I said, they're useful. And I mean, I should know taxes are what essentially kept me alive for my childhood. So I have to, I have to thank them for that, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good talking to you though. I think,
Thank
well,
you.
yeah. No, I miss you, obviously.
Thank you too.
Yeah. And, we'll have to get together before another funeral or another, wedding or another bar mitzvah, or something like
That's
that.
right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so whenever you're in San Diego, I don't know, the Aztecs are having some game or something, or do you?
I will do that. If I'm back, I was there this year for a couple of days.
Oh, were you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
San Diego State played Cal.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Caltech. Yeah.
And actually kick Cal's ass.
Oh, well, that's that. I'm an Aztec. I went to SDSU, so I know all about that. So when I worked there as a professor, I had some of my students were, players, and they gave us the dean gave us like this letter, and they were like, if the student's absent, you're supposed to mark them as there, basically, which I was like, okay, whatever. But I'm sure it wasn't that way when you went to UCLA, right? They didn't just, hand you everything,
No. But that's the amazing thing now with
Yeah.
college football being in the crazy situation it's in with
Yeah.
all the money and
Yeah.
transfers and everything else. Guys don't go to classes.
No, I know. They don't.
It's all online.
Yeah, that's right.
And God knows who's taking those classes online.
Yeah.
Some things don't change.
They don't. But yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, I love you, and
I love you too, Robert.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this.
If I can ever help you again, or I'd love to do this again.
Yeah, no, we have. I'll say it one more time. We have 5,000 theories. Oh, no, there it is. 5,000 theories. So I'm sure you'll be on again, and I'm sure this episode is going to be probably my biggest one because of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nepotism happens sometimes. Okay, that's
right.
If it wasn't for you, I mean, like, yeah, right. Anyway, yeah, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. We will talk.
All right, Robert.
All right. Bye bye.
Talk to you.